Hey, what up, decisive marketers? Hey, everyone. Just give me a second here. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. I see some grainy stuff going on. Okay, let me just correct this a little bit. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, and we're live, right? So, hey everyone, thanks for being here on Decisive Talks. Wow, I can't believe we are already on the 16th episode here, right? So I'm Henry Ho, and I'm an entrepreneur, digital marketer, and most importantly, a software enthusiast. Today I have Ankur Singh, right? He's the founder of VadooTV. So what VadooTV is, it's a video hosting and marketing solution for brands and creators. It allows you to record, manage, and distribute your videos, right? So it's kind of like an all-in-one package right here. Personally, I'm already starting to use Vadoo TV, and I think it serves most of my purposes. Of course, I do have some requests that I'm going to ask him live on the show, right? So that I've got better leverage to get the kind of features that I want. But I love it so far, right? It has I mean, as in, like, for course creators wise. Hey everyone, yep. Greetings. So let me just mute some of my notifications ongoing, and also just give me a second. Let me just share with all of you, right, the chat link for restream, so you guys can actually appear on the chat itself, and so that we can have a more interactive comment section that's ongoing. So Nadikap, right? Hey Nadikap, how are you? Right, so this is the link. Join the read the chat here. Okay, so Nadikap, if you want to join us on the chat, go ahead, click on the link, and we can have you on the chat as well. Right, so personally, I've already been using Vadoo TV. It is a good solution, I would say, for course creators, right? So if you are a online educator, or online course creator, or you know um like some online expert where you deliver your content through videos, then I think that Vadoo TV will serve you well, because Vadoo TV, it comes with a player already, and their solution comes with unlimited bandwidth, right? So you don't have to worry. Even if you just have a very small course that has a lot of students, okay, you don't have to worry about that at all, because it is unlimited bandwidth, right? So and it's easy for you to scale up, right? You don't have to upgrade to a better plan as well. So it's unlimited bandwidth. It comes with a player, and the player, you can upload your own subtitling as well, right? And then they've got quite a bunch of other features, such as screen recording, video funnels, where you can actually click. And I think they've got some channel, I think, not channel, it's like playlists that they have already, which I've seen. Bunch of other features, like their landing page and stuff like that. Is like a complete solution for that, right? So I think it would be much better for Ankur to actually share with you what they have, because I'm using it. But I use it as a course creator. I use it for my purposes, which not I don't actually use all the features. So I think Ankur will be a better person to share with you, right? So let me just bring him on. Hey Ankur, how is it
Thanks.
going? Hey, you're looking great, man.
Thanks. How are you?
Yeah, looks like the sun rays are coming into your room as well. So
Yes.
I think it's like 9 a.m. on your end.
Yeah, it's around 9. So 9 and 9:20, and
Yeah.
it's good to be here. Thanks for having me on this podcast. And yeah, so as aptly put in, we are a video hosting marketing solution for businesses, brands, and creators. We allow you to record, manage, distribute, and grow your videos with the features. So if you want to have any premium hosting for your videos, so it's around courses and it's a premium content, you would want to host with us. If you want your brand to be upfront, rather than YouTube's brand being on top, you would want to use VadooTV. If you're looking for marketing features like landing pages, CTAs, like lead capture or forms in the videos, we do provide that. So we do
Yeah.
provide
Yep, I
customizable
forgot
videos.
to mention about that. I think that is a great solution, right? Um, so yeah, I mean it's so early in the where you are, right? And you look so prepared already. You have a shirt on. Your hair is all done, right? Right. Unlike me, right? I just wake up and then just I take a while before I
It's
hit
done
go.
quickly, so it
Yeah.
was done quickly to cover up.
Yeah, I think that's important, right? I mean, if you're a founder and I can see that you're
Mm,
always prepared, that makes me a little bit more confident in
sure.
your service itself, right? So, anyway, because today is we're just having a casual chat right here, right? So, Ankur, maybe tell us about yourself and where you're from. How did you get into the entrepreneurship, and what did you see or experience that made you decide to jump into the SaaS business?
Sure. Yes. So this is I've been a serial entrepreneur. This is my second stint as a founder. My background is into computer science, and I completed my engineering from India. After that, yeah, worked in a gaming startup, which was
Wow,
around.
gaming startup.
Yeah,
That's very interesting. Please elaborate on that.
yeah. So it's a gaming startup based out of India, and which built mobile apps and games for Android and iOS, particularly casual games, which are uh, particularly built for moms and around in the age group of 35 to 45. Casual puzzle games to uh, sandwich maker games like that. To smaller racing games, and we had around 45 million users. This is 2013, and yeah, I helped them sort of. I was the product manager there, and I also did marketing. So started
That's
off
awesome.
building and designing the product, and then manage a team of engineers and sales rep as well when we had to sort of grow the business. Yeah, so started from there. This was the first stint into technology. I always had sort of knack in technology. Started building my first website when I was around 10 and in India, and helped out a bunch of people building their library management solution. Yeah, so that's how it started. Then after I got my break into product management and gaming, I love playing games, build, and then also build games around real cash gaming. After my stint there, I had an idea of around a social commerce app called Olive. So where you could sort of post sort of we curated content from across the web. So they're basically fashion websites in India and Southeast Asia. We used to curate content from, and bloggers would be there. And based on it's like a Tinder for apparel, and in form of Tinder profile, you would get sort of apparel instead of people. And you could right swipe or left swipe based on your preference. And there was another buy button. You could buy the product directly. We used to make money through affiliates and advertising. It had close to 2 lakh monthly active users. We were profitable. Company got acquired from a startup from Singapore. Started working there. They had an office in India and Singapore and one in Dubai. And yeah, started building casual apps and consumer apps for them. So built around 6, 7 consumer apps, having close to now 50 million users. Real cash app, mobile browsers, primarily directed towards users in India and Southeast Asia. There was a social app as well. While my stint there was building a video app for users in these regions, realized that still the tools to create sort of solutions to create videos are difficult to implement, are expensive, and there are certain issues with live streaming as well. So I Henry, all the people who there commenting
Yeah.
could see only some of the
We got Narika, we got Jack as well, and
time.
Chaitanya is also in the chat, right? Just that you guys maybe y'all can click on the link, right? And then you guys can actually join the restream chat as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Uncle, that's a beautiful. the like background that you have, or can I just ask you, because you kind of you look young to me, right? How old are you actually?
Yeah, I'm 32. So
32. Oh, okay.
yeah,
We are quite close. I'm just a year younger than you, right? But you look like you are in your like mid 20s, you know. So,
yeah,
I'm quite impressed by your history so far, right? Is that you went from working as a product manager in a game development company, right? Where you develop mobile games, and to be honest, I'm really into games, and I'm trying to start streaming on Twitch as well, as a gamer, right? Not as a not as a talk show host like this right now,
okay.
right? And I'm also so you said you're developing mobile games, and then you
Yeah,
went into starting your own startup,
yes,
which is curating apparels,
yes,
fashion for people,
yeah,
where you just, it's like Tinder. You just look
yeah.
at what's on your phone. This dress, is it nice? No. So no, just yes or no. You swipe left or right, right?
Yeah, so the
If you
algorithm is able to detect based on your preference, build a customized profile for you. So
Yeah.
next you open the app, it's like Tinder, so you get the similar. Uh,
Yeah, so you swipe, if you swipe right, and then you ask them, hey, do you want to get this? And then if you buy, then you guys make a commission, something like that, right?
yes, yes,
I think that's a beautiful, amazing idea that you had. So, and so that was actually your first startup.
yes. So yeah, so couple of apps we built. So this was one of them. So we started off
Yeah.
with a camp app.
I
And then,
think guys, right? I mean, whoever is in the chat right now,
yeah,
okay, you don't have to worry about like Vadoo TV, is it going to sustain, I don't think that question I mean, that profile that you gave me, I don't think that we even need to worry about the future of Vadoo TV, because a lot of people are in around and are always saying that, hey, you guys are giving too much limits, right? It's unlimited bandwidth, and you guys are giving like 1.5 terabyte of storage for your videos, right? And I
mm,
think people are very hesitant because they worry that you guys might not sustain. I
yeah,
think that's no longer a problem for me,
mm,
based on what you have said.
mm,
And I think that is an amazing idea, because that you're saying that got acquired by a Singapore company.
mm,
um that's kind of how it is here. We've got a lot of money, right? Just kidding. Right.
yeah,
So I think that's a great idea that you had.
mm,
I'm sure you probably got paid very handsomely for that as well. And also, I know that before Vadoo TV, you had a different tool that was on lifetime deal as well, right?
yes.
It's called Peer Vadoo, which is a video based CDN service.
Mm.
Is that correct?
Yes. So it's a P2P CDN. What it does is when you're watching a similar content together, primarily live videos, we could share a part of the video with each other. Rather than going to the server, we make an intelligent call using our SDK. So where to get the content from? Is it the person who's concurrently watching the stream and is geo-located nearby, or is it the CDN? So in real time, while downloading package, we make this call. And yeah, so that reduces latency for users and bandwidth cost for companies. It's done
Yeah,
with
I think
technology called WebRTC, which is used for streaming.
Yeah, I think that's and you are actually kind of using that solution in Vadoo TV as well, right? Is that
Not right now, so we'll be implementing that as well. So in the future,
and
people would
and if you
have.
use that, then wouldn't your cost come down dramatically?
Yeah, it works for live content, so you need to have a lot of concurrent users for it. So when we
Yeah,
launch live,
the more users there is, the more you save, right? Because that piece of same content is actually one single bandwidth that's going out to this user is going out to multiple users as well, right?
yes.
I
So
think
in
that
case
is
of live content, when you have a lot of concurrency, that works brilliantly. So you need to have 10 to 12 members watching a stream together. And if you have that, then it works flawlessly for users. And yeah,
it
if it,
is more for you're saying that it is more for live streaming.
yes. So primarily in around live stream. So live is where you consume a lot of bandwidth also. because in real time, a lot of packets are going out outside from your end to server to the users. And then I guess to reduce congestion on the network as well as to sort of bring the server closer to you, uh, a P2P CDN can be set.
I see. So, I mean, before we dive in a little bit, because I'm really curious, like, because you had the very first app that you had, where you swipe left and right for your apparels, right? I think that's a great idea, right? And but that is not a like a B2B kind of SaaS business, right?
Yes,
It's more like a consumer ad idea.
yes,
Like why did you actually move from the consumer business to something like a business solution for others, you know?
yeah,
Like why did you make that shift? Why
yes,
don't you stay with that
yeah.
consumer app business?
Yes, I was primarily driven through my need and my personal problem I faced while building a video app. I told you so. Well, setting up live streaming while setting up video hosting, we realized that there are certain challenges in streaming videos online on building out the tool. So the go-to time to set up a video product is also high. With that, there are problems in buffering, there are problems in latency, and there are problems in cost when you're building all the solution. So wanted to build out a solution that solves this for me. When I started doing it, I realized that when I started talking about this to others, they also had the same problem. So hence started building on it. So there was no sort of planned push in a direction of SaaS. It just happened because my product was around businesses. Then we talked to people. I think there was a shift in adoption of videos in the creator side, in the small and medium businesses side of the spectrum. So we sort of optimize the product for that. We are a replacement for companies like Vimeo, Vidyard, Vistia, and focused on these segments. And yeah, so if that's how we approach building a product, and with that, it is not the sort of the end point of our features. So we build out feature based on feedback. So it's our roadmap is open based on comments of the user as well as uh, what they like us to do, and our ability to do it is an entire section we take to roll out features. So that's how we approach it. It's pretty simple. It's open. So any feature we roll out, we don't roll it out of the blue. It's there because the community wants us to.
Awesome, right? So let's talk a little bit, right? So entrepreneurship is not easy, right? Whether it's starting a blog, or starting a SaaS business, or even making an app like yourself, right? Where we need some technical knowledge involved. Every entrepreneur faces challenges. So what were some of the lowest point of your life?
Sure, sure. So there have been many. So recently, family was unwell due to COVID and other problems at home, and we had to. Then we had a big launch, so had to go through that for a month and so. And yeah, it's part of every entrepreneur when building something has to power through these moments. So when there's problems at home to health issues, to say you're starting up, you don't have money, and there are issues, the business not growing that well. So in this one, we hadn't had the sort of financial issue because we sort of pre-seed funded. Then we became sort of we had a good launch, and we have options to raise money as well. So we'll be doing that. So I think financially wasn't a problem, but just to get to the product market fit from the initial idea to this one was a good 8 month period we faced. And there are uncertainties. So there COVID hit at that time, and we were uncertain if there would be a product market fit for our kind of product. But luckily, we did hit that. And yeah, so people are happy with the product, and there's always a scope for improvement. So we're working towards it. Yeah.
I see. Awesome. I do agree with you, right? Especially now, like with COVID, and one thing that I've realized is after having a kid, right,
Mhm.
family becomes like it starts to take up a lot of time. When you are single, you don't or when you're single, you don't have a care for anything, or you can do whatever you want.
Mhm.
And then when you, let's say when you have a girlfriend or when you have a wife, and then you some of the time you got to share with your spouse or your girlfriend, right? And then once you have a kid, oh, that's even worse. It's like three times more of the time, or even maybe four or five times more of the time got to spend with the family, right? So I think like one of my friend, Ken, right? He made a, I think he made a post yesterday like, what's your ritual? I said there's no ritual, man. When you have a kid, right, there's I got no time for ritual. I got no time to
Yeah,
sit
correct.
there and chant or meditate or whatever before I start working. There's no time for that, right?
Yeah.
Because I only have like 7 hours to work, right? So what I was personally, my suggestion, right, my advice is for any young entrepreneurs right now who are actually watching this, if you are in your 20s, right, try and make sure that you achieve some passive income by the time you are 30 years old, if it's possible, right? you know some passive income when you get that, because what's going to happen is uh maybe even if you have a full-time job, right, try and have some form of passive income before you are 30, because there will be situations like what Ankur has shared, and myself as well. I just realized that I forgot to change um my title here. Just give me a second and
Yeah.
remove this, because I had a previous stream yesterday. Yep. Okay. So just edited my name here. Yeah. So let me just continue. Yeah. So I was saying that because once you hit your 30s, you start to realize that your parents get older, so
Mhm.
you got to spend more time taking care of them, because they'll get a little bit more sick more often. You When you have kids, they get sick all the time, right? All the time. And uh uh and then and then when you spend all your time taking care of the kid, then your wife also feels that, hey, we it doesn't seem like we have enough time together. Then suddenly all your time is gone, right? And so what I feel is that passive income is really important. Try and achieve some of that by the time you are 30 years old, because that passive income is always is likely going to grow over time. So by the time maybe you're 35, you have even more that you can work even less for money as well. And uh learn how to automate stuff, learn how to delegate stuff. I think those are really important, right? So I'm sure you do a lot of that yourself, right, Uncle? That's why you can be sitting here having a chat with me. But I'm sure that you have a team that is working for you right now, right?
Yes, so it is a combination of all those things. So you have to plan your day better, and also plan sort of your work for the year, divide them into quarters and week. If you do that, then I guess you have to be a little organized when you
Yeah,
started working, as you started scale up your product. So
yeah,
I'm scaling up. If you're organized, then I think you have targets to meet, and if you meet the targets, the weeks will take care of the month, and the month will take care of the year. So that's how it
yeah,
works. That's how I think about it.
yeah. I
Yes.
I, I used to like be on the ball, right? Whatever it is, I'll start doing, right? And I realized that I'm not an organized person as well. Like if you go to my desk, if you in fact you just look at my desk here, I'm not gonna show you guys, but it's really messy, right? So but I've realized that being organized is more important, and because it helps to speed up your productivity. And that's, I think that's also a very good suggestion from Angkor as well, right? To be productive, so that you can move faster after that,
Yeah.
right? Because you don't have to spend time finding things here and there, right?
Yeah.
So how did you come up with this like name, right? Vadoo. What is Vadoo? It sounds like voodoo, it's like
Yeah.
some kind of magic that you guys are trying to cast on us and
Yeah.
brainwash us or something like that.
Well, it just happened. So I play games for a company called Voodoo. Voodoo is also magic. There are gaming companies as well. So I combined the name Voodoo with video, having the same letter. Yeah, so yes, sitting one night, I was thinking, what is video and magic mean? I said Vadoo and randomly bought the domain. And yeah, so it is a very unnatural name. And yeah, so I didn't know there's a resort in Mauritius and Maldives which is having the same name.
What was having the same name?
So there's a resort in Maldives or which is having the,
Maldives.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bigger name and Vadoo is part of it. Yeah, so there's specific we wanted to add magic to videos, so and hence the name Vadoo. And yeah, so we love being creative on our names.
I see, I see. So now I get the idea, right? So it's about bringing magic to your videos. I think that's a very good tagline that you guys have. So could you also share with us, right, where you think that Vadoo TV stands out from your competitors, right? Because since you're a much younger company, how do you think you can compete in this niche, right? I mean, there are Vimeo, Wistia that we already know, and then a lot of people always gonna come to you as well. Like, why would I need to pay you guys? I got YouTube, it's free,
Sure.
right? So what are you gonna say to these people?
Yeah. So I'll start with comparison with YouTube, then we'll compare with our competitors who are doing premium content. So with comparison to YouTube, if you want to host videos which are ad free, so the focus should be you're looking to monetize with mediums other than ads, then you want to post with us. And we're not a competitor to YouTube. So we YouTube is one of the channels you can distribute. You can host with us and distribute on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere. What YouTube does is on the player, the brand of YouTube is more prominent than your brand. We on all our plans allow you to customize the player according to your brand and put your brand on top of the videos rather than our brand, which is available in all tiers. If you go for monthly plan or the lifetime deal. With that, we don't suggest videos to others after the content is played. So if you don't want your visitors to move out of your content and watch any related content, so what YouTube does is they place a card at the end of the video and they show related videos. And any competitor video can come up and your audience can move to that. What we want you to do is your website should be the destination for your videos. If you don't have a website, you can use our landing page, and there you can place the video, add a chatbot, add a CTA, have a form for users, and have a direct relationship with those users. Having said that, so this is a brief comparison with YouTube. With other companies like Vimeo, Wistia, etc. Wistia being on the higher side of things, so they're a great solution if you're enterprise and are willing to pay good amount of buck. With that, they also have limitation in the kind of features they have. We differentiate in terms of the kind of customization on the player, our ability as a landing page builder, uh, our ability in funnel now, podcasts, etc. So in terms of comparison, now we've gone much ahead. We do realize there are more sharp fine tuning of the features, and so in the coming updates, you'll see a better way to implement those features. With Vimeo, there's a vanilla player, and if you ask any Vimeo users, you realize that the player is vanilla and it doesn't look that great. So what we're trying to build out is a beautiful looking player which can be used for you to share your videos. Yeah, for similar to Vistia, more. So what Vimeo has done is they were a competitor to YouTube, and they've used the same player and moved into SaaS or B2B, and not worked a lot on the customization end of the things, and not as well a similar use case would be around landing page builder. So we do provide more detailed sort of integration feature wise in the landing page. So you can add a chatbot, you can add
Yeah,
text, you can add sort of uh,
can add
custom
your own
landing
custom
page
script, right?
in terms of themes. So these are not a
Yeah,
functionality you get in other video hosting platforms like Vimeo,
yeah.
etc. There are channels pages as well, like other like Vimeo, where you can have your collection of videos, audio file, and you can share it with anyone. And you can put it behind password protection. We'll be adding payments option as well, so you can take in money through Stripe from users also.
I see. Well, that's very interesting, right? Even collecting payments. I think that a lot of people don't understand, like, why do I need to buy, why should I get Vadoo TV or even Vimeo or Wistia, right? Is that YouTube are they are going to show ads, and if you embed your player somewhere,
Mm.
the YouTube video somewhere on your website, in the future, I'm not sure about now, but in the future they might even run ads on your own website, and you can't control that. You don't even make money from that. So it's not even AdSense, where you enable AdSense, people click on those ads, you make money, right? Right now you're putting the video on your website, and you don't even when they run ads, you don't even make money at all. And at the same time, they show other people's videos, and
Mm.
there is a link that takes them to YouTube, that takes traffic away from your website, which you may not want that to happen, right? So and also, if you're going to be using it for your own causes where you need to protect the videos,
Yes.
then if you use YouTube, it is there are only three settings for YouTube. One is public video, where you appear in the YouTube search results and the Google search results, and you have unlisted video.
Mm.
So what unlisted video does is that, of course, it's not going to show anywhere, but what happens is that um, a- anyone who gets hold of the link to your video,
Mm.
they can share it anywhere that they want, right? And then you cannot protect your videos when someone abuses that link. And also, lastly, the private settings,
Mm.
you have to manually put in the person's Google account before they can access that video. So it
Mm.
is very tedious if you are going to be using it for your own online courses and you want to protect them. And also, sometimes if you have a landing page and you have what I call like a video sales letter, most of the time you don't want that to appear on YouTube as well, because the YouTube page itself or the video is not optimized for you to convert sales,
Good.
right? So
Yeah.
you want to send traffic to your landing page, then show that video sales letter, and
Mm.
then convert people, right? So this is the problem, where if you make use of YouTube, this is the issues that you're going to come across. And that's why you want to
Mm.
make use of Vadoo TV right here, right? So just in case anyone are not clear on that, I'm just explaining to all of you, right? So so thanks for sharing about the how do you compete with the rest, right? So what do you see the future of Vadoo TV, right? Because I think some people are a little bit confused, because you have a lot of features. You have a landing page, you got a channel, uh you got the so many things, right? You got screen recording, like so what is actually like your end goal,
Yeah.
for videos wise, right? And maybe what also excites you the most, where it is heading.
Good. Yeah. So it's there. So we have the features we developed are for based on requests from the creators, and they needed help in terms of creation or recording videos. With managing, we do the encoding part. With sharing and growing, we have certain features. You can share sort of on YouTube, Facebook, on landing page using embed code, and you can sort of market those videos using CTA, etc. We have some restriction because post creators told us they need protection. So we have HLS encryption, password protection, and domain sort of binding of these videos. So what we're building is an all-in-one video solution for creators and small businesses, which can help them with these areas. If you see the competitors, Vimeo, Wistia, all are focused on similar kind of features in their product. The way we differentiated is on the kind of customers we are serving and their need. So that is the plan. And yeah, so we are making it as competitive and as world class as possible. And if you've seen from the day we released to us, we've been sort of 10x the kind of product we have. And it's still day one for us. We realized might be some shortcomings, and we are working on it. So you get updates every week on the kind of issues, bugs, two new features.
I see. So that's awesome, right? So if it's also not confidential, would you be able to share some more, concrete plans, right, of Vadoo TV that we'll be able to see in the maybe in the next 6 to 8 months time?
Yeah, so a lot of creator tools, sort of in terms of accepting payments, you would have ways to connect your landing page to accept to make your content premium and bring it behind paywall. We'll be optimizing our marketing features, so for them to better integrate with different products, so you can have a deeper integration and send in leads and form details to other products. With that, you would have options of live video as well. So live is also coming, things like that. So anything a creator needs to succeed in the economy, in the internet economy, we will work into that. So the broader island would be monetization, marketing, and live.
You- Okay, so or could you also share about your team, right? How many developers, customer support, or designers you
Yeah,
have? How are they like as well? And do they keep you motivated to want to create the vision of
sure.
Vadoo TV that you have, and maybe
Yeah,
fun or fun activities or company talk
yeah,
that
sure.
you guys have as well?
Yeah, so we started off with a small team of around 4 people. Now we're touching around 10, 8 to 10 people, primarily into technology, and we're hiring people in content and SEO as well. So primarily initial people were around technology and customer support, and now we're hiring people in to work on content side. So the way we want to acquire customer is sort of SEO. I mean, we just recently launched our affiliate, and you can use our affiliate team to sign up for our affiliate. And as we approve you, you can use that. So I think the next 1 year we'll be focusing a lot of content side to work on SEO for people who are sort of searching for products around videos. We are able to reach out to them. And yeah, so second way would be around affiliates. So we want to grow our affiliate community, people who love us, and they can invite others to use the product, and the chain grows on like that. With
Awesome.
that, yeah, so more organized. We are a distributed team based out of India. We have people outside as well. We have a company in India. We registered in US as well. Due to COVID and travel restrictions, we are working remote.
I see. So, could you also share like what are some challenges or big hurdles that your company is currently occupied with?
So it's more on the feature end of product. How do we optimize it for our audience as videos on browser are sort of going everywhere. So they are implemented on mobile on different browsers, mobile on different browsers, web on desktop on different devices, and on a TV, smart TV. So providing a stable player which works across all these platforms is a difficult proposition. So we're working on optimizing this and automating the release process. So you'll see more updates which are better implemented, better bug free. Because we're working with a large number of Android devices which have different screen sizes, different browser used. So sorting out that is a difficult problem.
I see. So maybe I can ask you a little bit about like some of the roadmap features, right? So
Yeah.
I think one of for me myself, right? I think one of the I think really good features would be casting your video via
Mhm.
Chromecast or AirPlay, right?
Mhm.
Because I think that is very useful because if a lot of people actually consume content on the mobile right now, like for example, previously there was a deal that came on AppSumo. It was called Spay, and they are focused on actually running a LMS from your mobile phone, right? So a lot of people probably wants to learn on the mobile as well, rather than on a PC or laptop.
So,
In fact, a lot of people don't have a laptop, but they would have a mobile phone, right?
yeah.
So so would there be any plans for like maybe casting on the screen so that
Mhm.
people can actually watch the the content on the screen while at the same time being able to access other features that's on their phone, right? Maybe they want to access the downloadable PDF on their phone, maybe a checklist, and then watching the video, something like that. Is there a feature like that that's coming along?
Yes, so we did test it out. So if you are directly casting your browser, so if you're onto Chrome, we directly support it. If you Chromecast, our videos play using the Chromecast default on the Chrome web, and you're working on a native way to for you to directly stream from your landing page to or an embed code to directly on a smart TV. So you'll see a release. The only way is we need to check out different devices, different screen sizes, and different versions of sort of Chrome. Because the users we have, some of the users are using older devices.
Yep.
So if you release out an update, it breaks in some of the older phones because people don't, on Android are not forced to update. So that is the reason which holds us back from on these kind of features. But we are working on it. So as we might roll it out uh, as soon as say by next month, and we test it out. It works effectively, or we release out only for newer versions of browser. Because yeah, the support for Chromecast varies a lot. So newer devices are easily able to do it, but on older devices, we checked out were facing certain issues. Hence, we actually had to stop that.
Yeah, so
Thank-
Aditya, right? I think Aditya, one
Thanks,
of our
Aditya.
community
Yeah.
members, is one of the best deal and team. Yeah,
I
so
cannot see your name, Aditya. Thanks for that.
yeah, because they've got to join the restream chat before we are able to see their Facebook profile, right? So I think I think Chromecast will really improve the learning experience
Yeah.
for people who actually use it for their LMS.
Mm.
How about I see like the API is there.
Mm.
Will API be out anytime soon?
Yeah, so we have tested out the API based on feedback. We decide on sort of when do we want to release and what functionality in the API. So it'll be out soon for you to sort of integrate the player functions inside an LMS, inside any product, and also develop sort of your own product on top of our API. So yeah, that is also part of the roadmap.
I see, right? Because I think for myself, right, because I've got a big plan from VadooTV, right? So I was thinking, this is kind of my plan. I was wondering that maybe we could have some of these feature in the future,
Mm.
where I could automatically, let's say I stream myself playing video games on Twitch,
Yeah,
and then have it automatically uh, downloaded and uploaded into Vadoo TV, because
yeah,
Twitch doesn't save your streams for
yeah,
after a couple of days, something like that. They remove that, right? So
yeah,
we would have automatically we have it on Vadoo TV so that people can rewatch those streams,
yeah,
and then we could then I could insert the Vadoo TV player on my site, and let's
yeah.
say this series of games that I play can be on this page, and then another series of game can be on a different page, and then there can be some kind of scheduled sort of playing scheduled what do you call that
Yeah.
programming, right? You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Is there any way that we could be able to see
Yeah.
some kind of feature like that in the future?
Yeah, sure. So we've got a lot of requests around people wanting to sort of save. They are saving their Zoom streams on Vadoo TV manually. So you'll have a direct integration with Zoom where you can take in the streams from Zoom, which is saved and uploaded to Vadoo TV directly. So these are say webinars. So the webinar like us, if done on Zoom or other platforms which have an open API, and we could directly save it to them. Similar to Twitch for gaming and stuff like that. You have a live stream after live stream, you would save those streams. If the API provides, we'll be able to do that.
So you're saying that right now with Zoom, it's already working?
So we're working on it. So it should be released, yeah, by around next or end of the next month. So
Yeah.
where you could directly take in streams from Zoom and you could sort of save it to one after
Awesome,
the
right?
recording is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one thing that I always say is like to some of the people who I speak to every day within the community itself is that
Mm.
when I buy tools nowadays, I try to look for tools that have API access, because
But
then I can automate a lot of stuff, right? Because if I got to download the stream from Twitch, which, let's say if I play the game for 8 hours today, and then I will download that. That's gonna take me quite some time to download, and uploading again is gonna take me a lot of time. If I
but
can have it connected directly, I think that would be awesome. And
but
also, I think there was a previous deal before. It's called VLOG. I'm not sure
okay.
if you've seen that,
Yeah.
but they allow you to stream into their player itself, and you can actually do
Okay.
linear scheduling, right? Would you be able to sort of work with them, or maybe in the future sort of replace them, in fact,
Mm.
with similar features of your own, where you can
Yes.
actually do linear scheduling?
So yeah, I think what you're referring to is a hosted video which is scheduled on a specific time.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got some requests, so we'll put it up for voting, and depending on that, we'll take it up. If a lot of users from our community want that, we'll be happy to take this up.
I see. That would be, I mean, I think that would be
Yeah.
really awesome, right? Because um, I think if you have a lot of content and you put it
Mm.
on your site, and people can access it at a specific time and watch what's going on, I think that's an amazing idea, right? It's like you're creating your own TV channel online. So interesting, right? Because like every day we have 24 hours, right? But if you can have uh like if you play video games, it's definitely more
Yeah.
than 24 hours, right? And you keep
Good.
that playing running on its own. I think it's an amazing
Yeah.
idea, right? So next is so I'm gonna ask you a few questions as well regarding,
Good.
lifetime deals, right? So how do
Yeah.
you feel so far about launching a lifetime deal?
Sorry.
How do you feel so far, about
It's been great.
launching a
So,
lifetime deal?
yeah, it's been great. So, a lot of feedback has helped us improve a product and get a lot of adoption. So, initially, to get such kind of adoption and love from the users, it's not easy. And what we've done is people say that users complain a lot. We don't find that. So, we uh, take in all the comments, all the support. So, during the time we were facing some crunch with support, our community helped us out. So, they've been great. So, uh, hands off to our community members. So we love the way you interact with us. Happy to push in all the features, keep us on our toes. We're happy to work with that. It's been great.
Awesome, right? I to be honest, I do love the community, right?
Yeah,
I do love the community, and maybe recently I might have uh like the founders much a little bit less than usual. But I would say that
yeah,
I think the community is great, right? Is uh the we are enthusiastic about
yeah,
the lifetime deal that are going on, and I think in some ways, how we conduct ourselves is how the real world is going to conduct themselves as well, right? Because
yeah,
um, whoever is outside, when you go for your subscription based customers, or you go for your VC funding
mm,
and stuff like that, they're not going to be so kind to you, right?
mm,
We are here uh,
mm,
criticizing you is because we are stuck with your deal, right? We're stuck with your deal, right? It's like we can't refund it, right? Um, but at the same time, if you come across people who are paying you on a subscription basis, and your tool is not, or your company or your tool does not respond the right way, I'll just cancel my subscription. And then you we I wouldn't bother with you, right? You wouldn't even have feedback at all. You know
yeah,
what I mean? You wouldn't even have bad feedback at all. So I think this the community here is actually a good reflection of um for what's actually coming for you guys, right? It's an incubator for you guys, right?
yeah,
Yeah. And I do hope that I think you're fine, right? I think Uncle, you get what is what a lifetime deal is about. But I think some founders, they come from a developer background. They probably just sit in front of the computer all day, and they're not getting enough sunlight, right? So they're I think a lot of times their EQ needs to be worked on. Their people skill needs to improve as well. Like,
Mm.
the situation awareness is just lacking in certain ways. And I think that a founder, right? For example, yourself, right, Uncle, you probably do not hands on that much on on working on improving the tool as much as possible right now. Am I right?
Yeah, so there are processes in the team. So we have assigned team
Yep.
members to a certain function. So I handle the business and the growth end now.
Yep.
And how do you better sort of reach
Yeah.
out to the
It's a totally
next set of
different
yeah
role, right? I mean,
yeah
you used to be the one building the tool itself, but
yeah
you're no
yeah
longer building. You have a vision, and you get people to build it for you so that you can build a business, right?
yes
So you can bring in funds so that they can continue to work on building the tool itself.
yeah
So so I think that being a founder, you got to be a jack of all trades.
yeah
You don't have to be the best at everything. I suck at so many things, right?
yeah
To be honest, I suck at so many things. And but I have an idea, and I am good at communicating them out to people that I work with, my employees on my team, and they get it, and they are able to work on my ideas, and we all get to benefit together, right? So, lastly would be, in the, video hosting tools world right now. There are a couple of competitors, right? So, previously, just before your deal ended on AppSumo, there was another deal that has a lifetime deal for video hosting as well, right? Which
mm,
was called. I'm not sure if I'm going to get banned on Facebook for saying their name, right? It's called Adilo, right? I
yeah
hope they a lot of people are making fun of their name, right? Right. So, if you think that Vadoo is funny, then you should check out Adilo, right?
yeah
So Adilo, so I'm not sure if they're still running a lifetime deal, because I have heard of them like many months ago, and they were already running a lifetime deal. They might still be running a lifetime deal right now, even though they're off AppSumo right now. So I was just wondering, how would you then be able to compete with these competitors as well? Because I am sure that there would probably be a couple more video hosting competitors that's going to come along and run a lifetime deal as well, right? Because with the stricter restrictions on YouTube, and
mm,
their policy to even monetize your unlisted videos, maybe even your private videos as well, I would think that more and more people are going to be looking for uh
mm.
the video hosting services as well, right? So how would you be able to compete with other people that are providing a uh, good value out there, and also maybe a little bit about, let's say, Vimeo Wistia, if you could elaborate a little bit on where
Sure.
they provide a very premium service. They have a very mature solution right now. In fact, I do know that Vimeo already has like screen Chromecasting AirPlay features as well. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, so the way we approach this is we put the users on the center and we make features and we make decisions based on top of it. You can't build out a product based on your competitors. So if you have to build a product for your end users. So it's true for B2C, it's true for now SaaS as well. Because people have tried a lot of consumer products. So it won't be a case that you see this and that and implement something and people will love it. You'll have to put the users in the center and revolve your product around it. And if they love your product, they'll invite more people to use it. That's our approach of building out the product. And also, so we also are doing some innovation in terms of streaming better in places. So in places in Southeast Asia and China, etc. And even in certain places like Australia, streaming is much better than even video. So the way we differentiate is there are certain shortcomings which others have in terms of technology. We work on that, and we ask the users how can we better serve you, and they tell you a lot of ways, and you can actually through the cuttle sort of listen to the right thing. We do that year on year. In the next say a decade, will be one of the top video hosting providers for companies.
Awesome, right? So, lastly, would be we understand that a lot of startup founder would love to have a glorious exit, but many of them have left the lifetime license owners stranded and abandoned, right? Such as Singh, Headline. While some startups fail, not able to keep up maintaining their services,
Mm.
which this is actually where everyone is worried about Vadoo TV, right? Are you guys going to last? Unlimited bandwidth, and such generous storage as well, right? So
Yeah.
those who succeed also seem to abandon their early supporters who
Mm.
funded their marketing and development budget in the first place. So
Mm.
what I'm trying to say is that
Mm.
those who fail, we understand, but those who actually succeed seem to abandon us as well, right? So it's
Mm.
when you guys succeed, we stand to lose out, and when you guys fail, we also lose out, right? So it seems like whichever way we lose out anyway. So what is your perspective on this, and would you be putting any conditions down if, let's say, Vadoo TV in the future maybe gets acquired, that the
Mm.
lifetime license owners are somewhat protected or compensated for
Mm.
their time and effort and money as well, right? And if so, what would they be?
Yeah, so I think it's absolutely necessary for you to sort of respect your initial adopters, and yeah, so you need to maintain the terms of the deal, and yeah, even in if you uh, sort of close down as a company, that is the case when people understand that there's nothing can be done. But in the upside, you need to protect
People are
the
gonna be upset that you fail, right? But
yeah
I mean, some
yeah
people are gonna be like
yeah
that. But they know they can't do anything because it's just what it
yeah.
is, right?
Yeah, but in the upside, when you need to support them and provide them the value that you promised them. So keeping a promise and keeping your word is very essentially very important for you to sort of showcase, sort of succeed in the long terms. If you're looking for a short term exit, I think founders might do it. But if you're looking for a long term play where you want to support and grow your customer base and your community, and yeah, so you need to support them even if you say have an exit. Our plan is to grow as a big company in next decade, build a stable video hosting platforms for creators and small businesses. For that to happen, we have to support all our initiatives.
Yeah, I do agree with that, right? So I do is there any questions in the
Yeah,
chat, right? I think everyone knows what Vadu TV is, right? Because you guys got like thousand over reviews, so
yeah,
you guys have like more than 1,000 buyers for your deals. In fact, I believe so,
yeah.
right? So I guess everyone is pretty clear about what Vadu TV does, but maybe what I would just say is that let me just bring on the link for the Vado TV lifetime deal. So a lot of you may not have gotten in with Vado TV. I think that you may be missing out, right, for a video hosting service. I think everyone needs that nowadays. So if you have not gotten your Vado TV lifetime deal, right, be sure to go to this link here, go decisivemarketer.com/. Vadoo TV, right? They are having a lifetime deal right now, and they have 5 different tiers. So the first tier gives you 200 total videos with 50 gig of storage, okay, and you have 1,500 audios as well. And whereas for tier 2, you get unlimited videos, unlimited audios with 150 gig of storage. Tier 3, you get 300 gig of storage. and you get white labeling, HLS encryption. So this is tier 3 is where you want, if you want to get, if you are a if you're running a online course, right? That's what you want to be having. And you also get full HD video. So tier 3 will probably be will make sense for most people. And then tier 4, you get more limits, higher storage, higher domain security, higher projects, higher users. And for tier 5, you would get unlimited videos, audios, domain security. You get 1.5 terabyte worth of video storage, 50 projects, 25 users, and also you get CNAME, right? So you can actually have custom domain for your video landing pages itself. Okay, so what I recommend is that you guys actually get the tier 3 plan from VadooTV, because that makes the most sense. But if you are going to be using their video landing pages, then you want to get the tier 5, so that you can get the CNAME for your uh, your landing pages itself. uh Personally, if you are going to be embedding the video somewhere, I don't think that you need tier 5. But if you want a easy way to share your videos with others and you need that custom domain, then I think you would probably have to get the tier 5 plan, right? And I think 1.5 terabyte, it's a lot of videos. I think that's going to last you for quite some time, right? Because any videos that can be public will likely be going on to YouTube. But anything that you need to protect the videos, then it will go on to Vadoo TV. So you probably would that will probably last you for quite some time, for 1.5 terabyte. Lastly, also, I have a question, is that would you guys be supporting like 4K videos in the future?
So we're looking into it and how this can be implemented better in terms of the different screen sizes and different devices. And we'll come back to it on this update on the our Facebook on this. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think 4K
Mm.
videos, they are going to
Mm.
be like two times more of storage. Is that it?
Yeah.
Two times more
Yeah. So
storage.
4K is 4 times 1080 pixel. So
Yeah.
so 1K is around a HD video. So YouTube is supporting now 2x, 4x, and now even higher videos. Yeah, so if we're working on this, so I will give you an update on Facebook.
Yeah, I personally don't feel that like 4K
Mm,
is needed right now, because
mm,
most people are still stuck with the like for myself, I don't work with a 4K monitor at all. I don't use a 4K TV at all,
mm.
because a lot of content are still in the full HD
Yeah,
format, right? The 4K would probably take another 2 years, I would think,
yeah,
before it is being like the standard, much more of a standard out there. So but of course, if you guys want to future proof yourself,
mm,
where the future is going to be a even higher definition of
yeah,
videos, then
yeah.
you would need even more storage. And then I think that tier 5 will make even more sense if you want to sort of future proof yourself
Got it.
for 4K videos, right? So
Yeah,
because then if you have 4K videos, your sizes are going to be much larger. It is going to fill up your storage even faster, right?
yeah.
Otherwise, is there anything else that you'd like to share with us, right, Ankur,
Yeah,
before we
so
wrap up this
a
session
lot of
here?
updates planned. We've launched a new dashboard, and also we've launched affiliates. So if you want to be part of our journey and sort of grow with us and monetize your audience, you can be part of our affiliate, make money through our deals, our monthly and recurring plan, promote it to your audience. And you can use a link on your YouTube video. If you have an email list, you can share it with them. And yeah, so we launched an affiliate which is 20% recurring commission for the recurring plan, and 20% one-time commission for a deal. And you can utilize it. I think it's mentioned. He says, he has told me it's mentioned in the Facebook link.
Awesome, right? Thanks so much, Ankur, for
Yeah.
for
Thank
being
you.
here, and actually sort of you guys are actually sort of extending your lifetime deal right now so that more
Mhm.
people can access it, right? All right,
Yeah.
more people making use of Vadoo TV. I would just like to say that I think Vadoo TV is a awesome solution, and you guys really solve a big problem
Mhm.
for myself, right?
Mhm.
Not having to worry about my online courses where I'm gonna keep those videos and showing them anymore. I think Vadoo TV is a awesome solution, and I think anyone here who would probably need Vadoo TV is like everyone needs that because it's we are dealing with like video content, right? And I think lastly also is so Ruhani says I am looking into this for the last few days, right? So maybe Uncle, you could also share with them when your lifetime view is you're planning to end it.
Yeah, it'll be there till the mid of sort of August, and yeah, so you can take it up the deal portion, and then if you miss that, probably go for a monthly plan and check that out. If that there's a value in that, you can buy that. With
Yep.
that, videos are more important than even coding now. So the skill of creating videos and distributing video will be more important than sort of even writing code in the future,
Yeah.
because now a lot of things would happen virtually. Our behavior has changed dramatically in the
Yeah.
last 2 3 years. Yeah, so Ruhani says tutorial video. It's a great use case. You can use our solution. Having said that, any kind of solution that helps you build great videos, you should try that out. So not just pushing for our solution. You should try out any solution. You can start with as small as YouTube and test it out. If it works for you, just go for a premium solution, whichever is sort of beneficial for us.
Yeah.
You're trying to build a
Because
great
if
solution.
you if
Yeah,
so Ruhani, right? Because if you are going to be running a tutorial video, I mean you have tutorial videos, what's gonna happen is like likely in the future, YouTube is going to monetize on your
yeah.
tutorial videos, and that breaks the entire experience, right? Imagine if you are running a SaaS and your onboarding video is a YouTube and video, and then when you click on it, it plays a 5 seconds ad. you know, I think that's gonna
Not just
destroy
one
the
ad. So there's no one ad. You can get two ads as well. Then the
yeah, maybe
initial
like
time,
halfway during the
yeah,
tutorial video, right? Halfway, another in-stream ad comes in and it breaks the experience. I think people are going to be really fed up trying to onboard themselves onto your tool, right? So I do feel like it's a pity because you wouldn't then have any video views or accumulate more video views on your YouTube channel.
Mhm.
um, but I think the experience of the user is more important right now. So I think that's why solutions like Vadoo TV becomes more and more valuable to a lot of people out there, right? And also, Ankur mentioned that if you miss the lifetime deal, is going to be a monthly deal. And what I would say is that you and I know that we are not going to buy the we are not going to pay into the monthly deal, right? So definitely jump in early and support him now so that you can get to benefit as well, right? So I think that's all I have. Um yep. So late I had so Ruhani still has a question here, right?
Yes, you can
I
bring in
have.
YouTube videos
Yep.
to YouTube. So just share in the link. Any public hosted MP4 video, you can sort
Yep.
of play using our player.
So Ruhani says, I have noticed that you can bring in the link from YouTube to Vadoo TV. Yes, you can do that. But my YouTube channel has like 110 videos right now, right? It has
Mhm.
110 videos right now. So it's going to be a tedious process for me to copy the link, pasting it
Mhm.
in, copy the link, pasting it in, and wait for it to upload in there, right? So it takes it's quite a bit of effort to do that. And also my future videos, I have to do that as well. And that takes like quite a couple of minutes for me and that's excluding the waiting time of the video to be uploaded. So I think
Mhm.
having the API access will be very, very useful because
Good.
I would always see my YouTube videos being saved into VadooTV, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So hopefully that could come very soon.
Yes.
Maybe is there a timeline for this? Maybe like 6 months down the road?
And even earlier than that, so you could see that within this quarter. So yeah,
Wow, that's
within three
awesome.
months.
Yeah, because I'm on your roadmap right here, right? Let me just kind of share the link in case anyone wants to check it out. I have voted for quite a few of them here. So there is a Pixel and Google Analytics event based on the user actions in the videos. Um, and then you got video and audio player customization,
Mhm.
right? And then text and image call to action. I think those are in development right now. That's going to come soon. You have a WordPress plugin, video playlist, share button in the video player. I think that's a very useful one. And then you also have mobile apps that's coming along. What is actually your plan for the mobile app itself?
It would be something like an app where you could upload videos directly to YouTube using that and some
So
editing
you,
features.
you
So
mean like upload videos directly into Vadoo TV through my
yes,
mobile phone?
yes.
Wow, awesome.
So
That
you can directly do that on platforms like Android and iOS, and your manage your channels, have all the smaller videos being done. So simple use cases can be performed directly from videos.
awesome, right? So, uh, in video personalization text, thumbnail with personalized text, right? Actually, right now we are able to personalize the thumbnail using Nextweave, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, if you guys have Nextweave, then you might not need this, right?
Mhm.
Support for SRT captions and webhooks at project level and API access, because I see API access under consideration, but I guess you guys are going to try and accelerate it to come. You're saying by this quarter, you're saying by the end of the year?
Yeah. So by October, I guess. So in next 3 months, you have sort of access to the API.
Awesome, right? I'm so excited about the any new updates that's going to be coming to Vadoo TV, especially like the API. I think that's going to dramatically save me a lot of my time
Yeah.
doing all this video stuff that I'm doing, right? And I think that's all I have. Hope you
Yeah.
guys enjoyed this session. If you guys still have any questions for Vadoo TV, feel free to comment. And I'm sure that Ankur will come in to share with you
Sure.
a lot more about Vadoo TV, right? Right.
Yes. Sure. Sure. We'll be constant in touch. Please join in our Facebook group
Yeah.
if you
Not
want
just
to
Ankur,
update them.
but your Ankur's partner Anil, his
Yes.
you know he's like he's like he's always so excited about
Yeah.
what I do, right? I see him commenting everywhere, and
Yeah.
yeah. So I
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
enjoy speaking to him as well, and he's
Yeah. Yeah.
expert with the video stuff, right? Whatever
Yeah.
I ask him, he understands that as well. So, uh, so Ruhani still has a question here. Okay, so will it be possible to download the videos using downloaders? So worried about videos getting downloaded. I think this is a concern for everyone as well.
Yes.
I
So
there
you
is
can. Yeah.
HLS encryption on tier 3, right?
Yes. So,
Okay. I do
there
know
is
that.
less encryption. Yeah.
Yep. But I do know that HLS encryption. I think some video downloaders are still able to bypass it,
Mhm.
right? I think there's a higher level of encryption as well. I'm not sure what that's called. Would you
Mhm.
also be implementing that in the future?
So right now, what we have is three ways to protect your videos. You can password protect them. You can encrypt them using HLS, and third is you can bind the videos to your domain, so no one
Yep.
can copy or embed code. HLS encryption would stop almost 95% for people to download it, and then there's another form of encryption. So we're looking into it. I think so. But the problem is when you're there on web, there are always a way to screen record the video. So
Yep. Yep.
detecting that can only happen on a native app. So if
Yep.
you have a
So
native app,
so what
so
I recommend is
yeah,
for VadooTV, their player, you are
mm,
able to actually upload your logo
mm.
to sort of watermark your videos, right?
Yes. So
So
we are looking at ways to watermark the video. So anyone who gets, even if after the 5% they are able to download, they have your watermark there.
so that
So what
means you are
happens?
saying that if they use a video downloader and they download the video, it will still come with the watermark as well.
Yeah, yeah,
I see. Awesome. That's amazing idea, right?
yeah,
Because what I know is that watermark it just kind of help you to deter people from screen recording
yeah,
because they're still gonna get that
yeah.
your logo sitting in there, right? But I think that would be a great idea where the sort of the logo is burned into the video itself. I think that's an amazing idea. Yeah. So Ruhani, I guess that sort of answers your question, right? Is no matter what people do, people who are going to pirate your content, they are definitely still going to do that. You can only try and provide better value, I would say. Let's say if you're a course creator, you can what you can do is that you can provide additional value that is not that does not comes with the video, and that's why they would want to buy in your program because they get that additional value that does not come with the video itself, right? I think that would be the best way that I can suggest to you on what to do to sort of deter people away from pirating your content, right? If not, I don't see any questions coming in. If Ruhani, you still have any other questions, feel free to comment. I'm sure that Ankur or Anil is going to come in and answer them as well. And I think that's all I have. Thanks, Ankur, for being here. It's been a
Thanks,
great
Henry,
session.
for having me here. It's always great talking to you. And on chat, you've been a great supporter. On feedback, you've been sort of honest in your feedback all the time, and love that. So just
Yeah,
the
I
honesty part
one
of
thing
it.
that when it comes to me, right, is that I love to give feedbacks because I want to make all these tools work for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you don't see me just giving feedbacks on Vadoo. I give feedbacks everywhere as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So please keep them coming. Please keep us on our toes, and happy to build a great product for all you guys.
yep. All right, that's all I have. Thanks, Encore.
Thanks.
Bye
Thanks.
bye, and I'll see all of you in the next episode of Decisive Talks.